Yeah, the scariest moment in my life, the scariest moment in my life was probably when I start a story. It's gonna make sense at the end. It's gonna all make sense. So like, bear with me on it. I was walking home one night with my family, and it was around like really late at night. It could be like 10 or something, or 11, and the streets were empty, or we thought they were empty. So I was walking home with my family, like my parents and my grandparents, from a night out or from something. And as we were walking, we noticed some gang, and it was like a gang of like hooded people, and we didn't think much of it. It was just okay, it's just a gang, but hey, it's gang abuse. Like, it's not. Don't overthink it. Just keep walking, you know. Didn't think much of it. And then I noticed as we was walking further up, we noticed another gang, and we noticed more people started coming, and they came up to us and they asked. They said, "Hey, give us your money." And this was like a gang of like 10 of them, and we walked past 5 of them, and I was like, I don't know, it was a lot. It was a lot. And when they said, "Give us your money and give us your valuables and things," and it got really scary. They pulled out a knife, and yeah, it was really scary. Straight away, my dad and my grandfather is all being protective and doing really calm and collective, and just, here's the money, and all that. And it got really violent. One of them thought was being stupid odd, and they said like, "Oh, you think this is a joke or something?" And we didn't think it was a joke, but it's like one of the gang members wanted to just start trouble, and it got really bad, and they grabbed me, and they grabbed my father and my mom, and that's when it got really intense, to the point that I thought, I can't believe this is happening. And I realized this has to be a nightmare. Okay, it was a nightmare, but what happened next when I woke up from the nightmare was the most scariest moment I've had in my life. So I was having this nightmare, and when I woke up from the nightmare, it got real scary. So I'll continue with this having nightmare at the moment. It'll make sense. So as I was having this nightmare, and this gang of people attacked my family, and they got knives out, they began to stab my family, and it was really traumatic and really stressful, and I just couldn't do anything. They like pulled me down and all that stuff. And then I noticed this figure in the background was with a big smile on his face. I don't know if it was like a shadowy figure, and it's really creepy and scary. And it was like walking towards me. I was on the ground, I couldn't move, I was like being tackled, and this shadowy figure just comes walking, and then stretches his hand out, and then puts his hand inside me, and for some reason I completely lost it, and was so full of rage, and straight out murdered them all. And I was like, really had super strength, and just, it was like something out some anime or something, just like dishing out punishment and cracking skulls, and like some really violent, like I don't know, like crazy Fist of the North Star, Attack on Titan violence or something. I don't know, but it was really gruesome, and I was just in a bloody rage. And maybe it was like rage of my family. It felt like I was possessed. I had no control of my body. It's like this shadowy figure came into my body and possessed me, and started to basically I don't know, It was really traumatic. It came inside me and it possessed me, and then it went to the point where it started to I started scratching myself. I had these thick claws like talons, and I started to like rip myself to try to start scratching my throat out, and I scratched my stomach and my guts coming out, and all this blood and guts, and like I just kept ripping it out and ripping my throat and everything and just screaming. And I don't know what it was. It was like pure anger, hatred, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I woke up, and I was just completely just, I don't know, it was scary. I just woke up, and I was like, oh my god, what a horrid nightmare. That was so scary. That was like, you know, oh my god, it's okay, I'm alive, my family's okay, I'm in my bed, everything's fine. And it's like dark, completely dark, and it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay. And I thought that it's over, it's gone, okay. And I thought, I relaxed and thought, okay, it's just a nightmare, I'm okay, I'm safe, it's just a nightmare. And I calmed down a bit, relaxed a bit, and then this is where it got really scary. This is where shit got real. As I was sleeping, as I woke up and I tried to sleep, I noticed the bed sheets were really sticky, and they were warm and wet. And I thought, this is weird. This is why it's all weird and sticky. And I noticed the smell of copper or like metal. And I went, why is this? This is a weird smell. It's like metallic smell, like coins or something. And I just thought, this is weird. It's like, and I noticed, wait a minute, this is blood. This is like legit blood. And the moment I realized, wait a minute, I'm actually sleeping in a puddle of my own blood or something like that. That really scared me. I was like, oh, wait a minute, am I actually bleeding? Am I actually, wait, what? And as soon as I realized it was blood, my throat completely, something happened with my throat, and I started to choking. There was like a lot of pressure in the throat, like, and I was choking and couldn't do anything. Like, it was really weird. I was legit choking, and I just completely just bathed up blood. I just I just literally did that, and I'm just like imagine an anime where some guy gets punched in the stomach and blood comes out. Yeah, it was like that. And I was like, did I just actually had a crazy nightmare where I just clawed my throat out, and did I just reenact that in reality? And I thought, oh my god, I just damaged myself. I actually just made myself bleed during a nightmare, and I just woke up. Now I'm bleeding. Am I bleeding to death? And I was legit bleeding. And I noticed that the bed covers were wet. It was freaking murky, and it was so dark I couldn't see anything. I just knew I was bleeding, and I was coughing up blood, and I just couldn't. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just went straight to the bathroom. Oh man, even talking about it's kind of really weird. It's kind of bringing on the feelings, like the physical feelings of it. And went into the bathroom, and just my nose was running with blood, and I just went, oh god. I was like, what is this? And I checked my body. There was no scars or markings. I looked in the mirror, and there was nothing there. It was just a complete nosebleed, and like I was like coughing up blood. So there was something happened to my head, or something happened. I don't know what it was. So I don't know why I'm coughing and bleeding blood, and my nose is dripping. It was just really scary. It was really scary. I had no idea what was going on, and I was scared, guys. I was really scared. I just had a really traumatic, scary nightmare, and now I'm like thinking I'm bleeding, and I'm like, please let the bleeding stop. Make the bleeding stop. and if this bleeding doesn't stop, I'm just gonna faint or something. Eventually the bleeding does stop, I calmed down a bit, and I ended up washing the bathroom and the sink and stuff, so it was like a bloody mess, and I just had to like wash it with hot water and just get it done. And I wasn't bothered cleaning the sheets, I just went, no, forget it, I'm too tired, I'm just gonna sleep on it instead. That was the scariest moment in my life, because I thought a nightmare was over only for it to come back and haunt me. And the reality is like, I went to the excuse me I went to the doctors, and they said that yeah, the nightmare was so stressful it bursted a blood vessel in the head cavity. So it bursted a blood vessel inside the head cavity, and that's why I started bleeding, because it was such a stressful nightmare. I was really stressed, and like, oh my god, my family's dying, oh my god, I'm freaking killing people, and yeah, and just completely burst a blood vessel. But that was the scariest moment in my life, because I seriously felt like I was dying. Or it felt like to wake up from a horrid nightmare while you're dying, to wake up to a puddle of your own blood. Yeah, very traumatic. That's probably the most traumatic nightmare I've ever had, and it was really scary. Probably it is the scariest moment of my life, because I thought I was gonna die or something. I was like a young teenager, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it.